Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Hello, Mr. Boomslang. Are you in the mood for food? Or are you just going to be foul as usual? The end is back there somewhere. Oh, I see it. It's got the neck flaring. It's always a good thing to be able to locate the head. You want that? I guess you do. Okay, so we'll leave this open a little bit. So there's a view. He didn't eat last week because he was totally foul. Now these are not small mice, these are adult mice. So it should take them more than 5 seconds to eat it like he did last week. Now Mr. Boomslang is an actual colubrid with quite potent venom, and they don't have to chew on you to envenomate you, they just have to touch you, because they're usually equipped with 2 very long grooved fangs on either side, and they both can express venom quite rapidly because of the grooves, so you can easily get a lethal dose with just a tap. Stand up. What? Oh, you dumbass. Alright, I'm going to shut this while he's enjoying that, because Mr. Thud lost track of his meal that I left him.
I forgot how to smee.
Hey, dummy. I don't know. He's got an attention span of like a half a millisecond. Oh, we give it to him the right way, and let's go to the back end just to make sure that we really have difficulty. So you can see Mr. Tyrannica has munched down his meal. And waiting for Mr. Boomslang to eat his. Since it's an adult mouse and not a small mouse, it's taking him a little bit of time to get that down, but I'm sure he'll want some others. Boomslangs don't often bite people in the wild, so they don't make a lot of anti-venom for it, but you certainly need it if you get bit by one. And since they don't make a lot of it, it's quite expensive. It's over $5,000 a vial. Alright, he sort of lifted his body up to let gravity work the mouse down. Oh, there's the pointy end. And we'll get him down here. Oh, you had to retreat, huh? You couldn't stay up here so everybody could see your very nice pointy fangs. No, you don't like that either.
Look at how it makes that dead mouse bleed.
Yep.
Just turns all that clotted blood to liquid again.
It's certainly not something you want to get under your skin. So I'm going to shut this temporarily because I don't like surprises.
And he will dart forward, so.
Are you still having trouble?
Yes.
God.
He's trying to get it from the middle.
Thought you're really struggling with that. Now, of course, snakes don't like you to give them any help. What? You stopped. Keep going. You're going in the right direction. Oh my, you may actually pull this off. Wow. That took a while.
He just had to do it himself. He didn't want your help.
Yes, see how he doesn't want my help? Get away from me, Viperkeeper. You're just the delivery person, not the assistant. Alright, so we're going to shut that. And maybe he'll be able to get his act together. Mr. Boomslang. No, you're looking at me, not the mouse. There. There you go. Open the door, huh? You can see him work those large fangs on the top there, using them as meat hooks, not only using them to envenomate, but to help him move his meal along towards its final destination, which is some pile of fur on the cage floor. They have the ability to adjust, to digest bone, but not hair or nails, which is made of keratin, a different type of material. Well, Thud, you managed to get one down the hatch. Meanwhile, Mr. Tyrannica is looking over at me like, "Can I have another, please?" Easy. Yes, it's in your mouth, correct. You don't have to worry about repositioning it. All you have to do is swallow it. Dumbass. Oh, hello, Mr. Boomslang. I see you looking at me. He didn't eat last week, so he's entitled to a little extra. Now, you missed that one. Wow. You got the machinery working up to speed now, huh? Why don't you just stuck your cute little nose
Can we get back
in
in
your
there?
cage? Because that's all you're getting. I just spent over $500 on mice. As you look around the lair, there's a number of empty cages. I sent off another dozen snakes to the Kentucky Reptile Zoo. Because it's literally too expensive to keep a huge collection anymore.
Yep.
My electric bill is $500 a month. Sorry, $750 a month. Running the electricity for the cages and the heat and everything else. Why do you have to go up there when I'm going to feed you? Huh?
All I'm seeing is your bald spot. Get your head out of the way.
It's like the great red spot of Jupiter. Viperkeeper's great bald spot. Alright, well, none for you. Hi, Blue. Here. It's a big meal for the Blue. So he'll have fun fighting to get that down, but he will greatly appreciate that.
Oh, yes.
And he too has to hide himself from the camera,
Of course.
just like everybody else. Thud is looking this way like, is there more?
My turn, my turn. Oh, God, that is a big boomslang.
Yeah, he is a monster. You know, and he grew up from this cute little baby that was just beautifully colored into this foul monster. Well, here you go, Thud, but you're gonna have to go over here for it. It's like, you think he would learn that I was feeding from one side or the other, not in the middle. Here you go. Come on. Look, you're going to get upset with me regardless of what I do. How's your water dish? You got a shedding wrapped around it. And we'll have to clean that here in a minute. Looks like Mr. Tyrannica might be interested in some food. It didn't take you long to mess up your cage after I cleaned it. Whoa, didn't really see that coming. This is a Taran Viper, bluntnose Viper from Uzbekistan. He's been with me since 2006. I had quite a few of them actually, and this is the only one remaining. I sold some off, and later I figured that was a mistake. It was difficult to get them to breed because you have to get them really cold because they really hibernate in Uzbekistan where it's really cold in the winter. Could never achieve that condition necessary to get them to ovulate, although I did see the male courting the female, but nothing ever came of it. Just like every other macrovipera, they have mostly hemotoxic and cytotoxic venom components. No known neurotoxins. These are quite beautiful snakes. They're somewhat related to the weasel, a cousin. Usually they don't have very good attitudes, but you know, back in the old days when I had a bunch of these, they were known as the synchronized eating team because I could line mice up on the ledge there and they'd very nicely come over and take them one at a time themselves. So we'll let him eat this mouse, which usually is a bit smaller than he normally gets. Usually he gets a rat or a chick, but as you can see, he's well nourished. So we'll give him a light treat this week.